All right, we are officially off to the races. The stock market open for a trade on this Friday, the second trading day of 2025. That was a live look at PBR, the Professional Bull Riders, celebrating the opening bell ahead of its ceremony this weekend at Madison Square Garden. Well, as we see the markets open with fractional gains across the board after what's been a cool down after a record run for 2 years of this bull market. I do want to bring in my next guest, Cloris Chen, CEO at Singularity Finance. Cloris, it's great to have you on the show this morning. And as we open for trade, the second full trading day of 2025, what do you make of this market?
Hi, good morning. Thank you Kristen, for having me. Yeah, so the opening of today is pretty good. S&P Nasdaq is marking almost 0.6% up already. I think this basically shows, how US stock is poised to rise again after 5-day drop, and this is really good news for us. I think the market today, I'm pretty positive about seeing, more good news, but of course there will be more political and macro information that should be considered when we are looking into longer 2025 outlook.
I think the big question is, can the momentum that we've seen the past 2 years carry into 2025? Maybe not the same 20% plus gains that we saw in the S&P 500 in 2023 and 2024, but by and large, are you bullish for 2025?
That's a very good question. So first of all, yes, I'm very bullish on 2025, but will we actually still get another over 20% gain in 2025? It's actually a very difficult question to answer. So I think this we need to reflect back to 2024 recap, like why did we do so well in 2024, right? We did 24%, 23% rise in 2024 for S&P 500. And then 1 year back, we did a 23% rise in 2023. So these 2 years of, bull market was fueled by a few things, including, the booming artificial intelligence sector and also, the Federal Reserve's first rate cut since 2020. But looking into 2025, because, the sentiment of the market is really very positive because President-elect Donald Trump's pro-business administration, but also his tough speech about tariff and also about immigration might, add more uncertainty on the inflation and therefore, Fed might slow down the interest rate cut. So I would not look into like a over 20% up in the stock market, but up in general is my kind of the market.
I want to get your take on cryptocurrency, Cloris, because I know it is a sector that you follow closely, including beyond Bitcoin, notably the DeFi space. What are these trends that you expect to play out in that space in 2025?
Oh, that's also a brilliant question that I'm very interested to answer as well. So first of all, I think in DeFi has had like a pretty bad time in the past 2 years, mainly because of lack of clarity from regulation perspective, like what business are allowed, like what are the tax implications, and will they be considered securities or not? I think with the new government, and legislations coming in, we would expect to see more clarities there. For example, like regulations around stable coins or, the more clear clarification on whether they're commodities or security, like all these kind of guidelines will help to give the market more certainty and therefore more confidence in the market. So the US market is leading, not just, the US crypto market is actually global crypto market because like when US sets the rules and the many other, markets will start to look into it and follow it. So I would expect, DeFi to actually play a vital role in the, crypto space in 2025 with more clarity from the regulations.
Should people who are probably familiar with Bitcoin at this point in time, right, surpassed $100,000 a token for the first time ever late last year after the election results. And by and large, we've had several guests on our show who are bullish about Bitcoin's outlook in this new year. We've talked about stablecoins. We talked about DeFi as well. What about some of these AI meme coins? Is that something that you expect to become more of a household conversation in 2025?
Yeah, absolutely. So actually with Bitcoin, surpassing 100K first time last year, And we also have a very positive outlook for 2025 because, of the positive sentiment, more clarity, and also Bitcoin halving and also ETF flows. So Bitcoin overall will see more positive trend, and this will set the tone of the overall crypto market. And I just mentioned, AI is also brings like a boom, not just in traditional market, but also in crypto. So the intersection between AI and crypto fosters this, sector called AI meme coin. There are a lot of fun things happening there. Like, crypto people can be very crazy, but they can also be very fun. Like, in the AI meme coin has hit a 10 billion market cap just in a very short time of period. That shows, how much interest there is. And I would totally see, in 2025, that will probably be the biggest subsector within crypto to outperform, altcoins and even outperform Bitcoin itself.
Cloris Chen, CEO at Singularity Finance, thank you so much for joining us as we start the new year.